And with that, welcome in to Canada Field, north of the border, the Lone Star Glory in their first road game in Canada now as they go in at a 1-0 record. They take on a very good Vancouver Legion team. Welcome in to week 2 of the SFL, everybody. It's Chris Curtis, it's Stephen Hacker along with you. And Stephen, two quarterbacks that didn't necessarily play particularly well last week. However, they will look to rebound in this matchup here.
Yeah, both quarterbacks throwing 3 interceptions in last week's ball games. But Vancouver is looking to get a win here at home, losing last week's ball game. They got Brett Killian, Rich Pratchard, tight end Dan Daly to really help Tom Pepper out, giving him targets downfield. And I expect maybe Robert Redford to have a nice ball game as well here today.
On the other side, S15, who looks to have a better second game than his first one went, as that one didn't necessarily go according to plan, but his team got a win. So you can't be mad at that if you are Mr. Fennick, no doubt. They've got a lot of very good weapons. On the defensive side of the ball, it can be argued defense won them the game in Arizona a week ago. And so they look to continue that as we get to play north of the border on this Saturday night with Simulation Football League on Twitch. Again, appreciate you joining us as we get things going for the first quarter. It's going to be the Glory who start off with the football, as this ball is going to be booted far away as they will try to move right to left across your screen. We'll get to see their offense first, and we'll get to meet them here in just a moment. Ball's on the tee. We're ready to go on a gorgeous Saturday evening in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. We are underway. Ball caught at the 6-yard line, returned to the 20, left at the 25. Juke move gets him to the 26, and no further than that. And let's talk about this Ace Fennick. He at times looked comfortable last week. He did have a touchdown in that game against Arizona. A good yardage as well, and a really good completion percentage, but the mistakes from the young man, he's going to look to correct this time around. In the gun, on first down. Ike McBride is made tailback. He's back there with him in the shotgun set. Throw left, that's caught towards the sideline. First down nets them 4. That is a good start for the Glory as they'll get it out to Liam Hammer, who had 8 receptions last week for $145, Stephen.
Yeah, good explosive season last year for Liam Hammer. But I like the route. I like the decision to get that timing route going here early in the drive.
See what they have on this second down play. Under center, he's got 2 in the backfield. One of them is McBride. The other one's his fullback, Cameron Collier. We'll meet the rest of the offense here in just a moment. Hand off, McBride through the middle. He's going to get taken down after a 2-yard gain. Rest of the offense looks like this. We talked about Liam Hammer already. Dave Axis, who had 7 catches last week and a touchdown. He is the other wide receiver. Tight end, Adam Williams, the tight end. And the center, Mandy Mandenfort. And then the tackles, Rylan Caudill and Bobo Caudill, are the offensive linemen for the Glory. We'll get to Vancouver's defense here in a bit. That's going to be to the left. Good touch on D to stop that one in its tracks. And don't look now, but the Glory will punt on their first drive.
Great play by Dean Maddox, adjusting to the pass. Saw the pass was going over his head in the zone, was able to jump up and knock it down, and it's going to force Lone Star to punt on their first possession.
Dean Maddox, good work from him. He was able to actually take back an 83-yard pick 6 a week ago.
Yeah, week 1 defensive player of the week, Chris.
Yep, absolutely. Making an impact early in this season 15. Punt going to be on the way very shortly. This is up and away. It's going to be end over end across this star in the middle of the field. Caught at the 30 and taken down at the 33-yard line. And now let's see what Vancouver and Tom Pepper can do with the offense. Tom Pepper, another quarterback who had a bit of a struggle bus in week number 1. 3 picks in that game against Jacksonville, and he just could not get it going from an offensive standpoint. His other guys, Robert Redford, one of them with 2 touchdowns, definitely kept them in it. No doubt. He's got 3 to the left, 1 to the right on first down in the gun. So he'll look to get a throw on here in a second. Throw over the middle, tipped in, incomplete. That was a dangerous first down pass. Linebacking core got to it at 2nd and 10.
Nice play. The Lone Star, they got a nice defensive front 7. They've invested in that. They like what they have with the Bash brothers at the linebacking core. Just a nice play to knock that one down.
Get the rest of the Vancouver offense out in just a moment after this play, 2nd and 10. Under center is Tom Pepper, 4 on the defensive line, 3 in the linebackers area. 2 to the right for Pepper. Backs up, looks, throw, pump fake, deep over the middle. That one's caught, and it may go to the house on the 3rd play from scrimmage. They have themselves a touchdown. I believe that is the big man, Rich Pratchett, over the middle. He makes it count, and the Legion are on the board.
Pratchett able to get behind the secondary, and there was nobody around him, and just after that, it was just head for pay dirt. Nice recognition by Tom Pepper. You see there, Pratchett able to get behind the secondary, misplayed the ball a little bit, but nobody in front of Pratchett, and it's just a huge highlight play for him.
You wonder if maybe one of the safeties thought they had help over the top, but Pratchett, who has done this, he did it in the preseason game against Chicago as well, where he was basically able to work the middle of the field very effectively. He had a good week last week as well, and again, over the middle of the field. Safety's got to start clamping down on him, Steven, otherwise he's going to have a big day. Extra point here coming in just a moment. Kick is up and on the way. It is up and it is through. One of these days we'll get to announce the actual team rosters before things actually happen. We'll try to do that on this next drive as we get going. We are a couple minutes into the first quarter. It's a 7-0 lead for the Legion over the Lone Star Glory. Chris Curtis, Stephen Hacker with you. Commissioner and producer Cameron Irvine on the buttons in the background. And we are ready to go with this next drive for Lone Star. Kick is up and gone. And that is going to be returned to about the 24-yard line. 25 is where they're going to mark him. And that is McGinnis on the return. We will talk about the Vancouver defense now as we go touch base on that. It is Mike Coverson, the defensive end, Michael Percoco, the first-round pick. The other end, Leah Dama, the defensive tackle. Cornerbacks, it is Kyler Murray, Ashley Rose Finch, and Dean Maddox, who we talked about earlier. Inside linebacker, DeAndre Washington. Outside, Kevin Brackett. And your safeties, Mark Lopez. Strong safeties, Major Key, and Drew Hamilton. That'll be through the middle and just a yard, no further than that for McBride, and it will be a 2nd and 9.
And I think Lone Star is just trying to set up the running game, maybe looking to take a couple of shots downfield later, but using McBride in the game is a good recipe. You got to maintain that balance, keep the defense honest.
See what we're looking at with 2nd and 9 here in just a moment. Handoff through the middle. That's a nice hole to run through, get a couple more. Total of 6 makes it a 3rd and short. Couple of runs straight up the middle for McBride to start this drive out. We'll see if they can continue that and get their first 3rd down conversion of this game, but that's at least a good start, making it more manageable.
Yeah, and I think Lone Star is going to continue to use McBride. She was able to get in the end zone last week. Why not continue with that here this week?
That again is going to be a run through the middle and a 1st down. That's a good piece of work and a great 3rd down conversion. Going to keep it going a bit as Lone Star gets their first conversion of the evening. Touchdown last week for McBride as well. A decent week all told, 19 for 65. And then their fullback Cameron Collier, 10 carries for 39 yards and a touch. So they've been able to work that tandem, at least in the first week. That's over the right side. That's caught and a broken tackle, but right at the midfield stripe. That should be a 1st down, and it is. That'll work. That's a great way to do it, and that's a Fennec finding the hole where it's needed and getting the conversion.
Yeah, able to get to the fullback Collier there and able to move the chains. And I was going to say it's really important that you have running backs and fullback in this case that can move the chains for your quarterback. If you can grind the ball on the ground, it helps save your rookie quarterback, maybe put him in less aggressive positions, and then reduce the turnover.
That's going to be a throw to the left side. 1st down and more towards the sideline. 1st and 10. And Lone Star having no real big issue moving the ball all of a sudden as they get another target. Dave Axis involved, 71 yards and a touch last week into the win over Arizona. He continues to try to make an impact. Under center. Fennec with 3 to the left, 1 to the right. McBride, the tailback. Throw, deep right side. That one's picked off, and you saw that one coming. What a jump on the route. Believe that was, cornerback Kyler Murray on that side of the field, taking that ball away. What a great athletic play, and Canada Field rocking after a forced turnover.
Waiting back there in cover 3, just as soon as the ball was snapped, immediately was backpedaling. Eyes never went off the quarterback. As soon as the ball was thrown, Murray reacted, jumped up, and took that away from Lone Star. And now Vancouver's got the ball at the 18, Chris.
They do indeed. They're going to try to add on to this lead. It's offset eyes for Pepper and company, but the defensive line getting there in very short order to knock him back further. It's a 6-yard loss. It's 2nd and 10, and that will work as Lewis gets to him.
Yeah, Al Lewis just shredded the offensive line there, was able to get through. Pepper had no time to throw and immediately went down for the sack.
See what they have on 2nd and 16. We'll try to get the Lone Star defense in here in just a moment after this play. Under center is Pepper. Looking to throw. Throws a fade over the top. That's caught and nearly got the first down. Make it 3rd and inches. Lone Star's defense looks like this. Jukin Rukin had 3 sacks last week, and Yogi Barr, your defensive end, Al Lewis, and it looks like Hugo Reynosa, your defensive tackles. Linebackers Brian Craven, Doug Day, and Freddie Trammell. Cornerbacks Lee Pato, and Mickey McGuire are your corners. Thomas Smith, who had an interception last week, as well as Lincoln Kingseed, your free safety and strong safety combo. That is how that looks like. And then Wally Herman, of course, your kicker, who was 1 for 1 last week. We are 3rd and inches for Vancouver here. They will hand off to Redford. He's going to try to push his way through, and he does. That's a fight. That's a big man right there trying to get big yardage for his team. He's got a first down, and they extend the drive.
Yeah, great second effort there to push. Kind of stopped him up there at the marker, but the second effort definitely got him past and gives Vancouver a first down.
Now, if you guys are just joining us, Vancouver with an early 7-0 lead as we play in Canada Field. 2 to the left, 2 to the right for the Legion. 4 on the defensive line as well. 3-step drop. Pepper over the middle, fires a missile and has it in midfield. What a grab over that middle. And Brett Killian, his first catch of this football game, gets them into Lone Star territory.
Yeah, BK12, the #1 target here for Vancouver. Very, very nice route. Definitely something that's in his route tree. Comes up with a phenomenal catch there to get Vancouver down to midfield.
Nice little post route for him. He was one of a few receivers that had 4 or 5 catches last week. Pepper in the pocket, has to move with the pocket, but it's going to collapse on him. That's not going to do what he wants, and it's going to be a 7-yard loss in the process. Puts him back into Vancouver territory. Defensive line comes up to make a play again.
Yeah, Lewis now with 2 sacks. Another sack for Lewis on this drive, and just finding where he needs to go on this offensive line and disrupting Tom Pepper's timing, and it's doing a really good job so far. Got to stop him here on 2nd down.
Empty set shotgun for Pepper. Quick drop, surveyed the field, puts it over the middle, and it's picked off. I believe that was one of the safeties that came up and grabbed that. That's a linebacker who came up and made that play. What a play over the middle. It's Freddie Trammell who makes the play, the outside linebacker making an impact in midfield.
Yeah, sitting back and cover 2. Just waiting for the slants to come across the middle, saw it the whole time, and once the ball was thrown, he was able to jump up, make a nice catch. Linebackers typically will drop that, but for him to get the turnover there, it's huge. Vancouver was driving right there.
So put the Legion defense back onto the field and put Ace Fennick with another opportunity to get his boys back in it. 3 to the right, 1 to the left, 1 in the backfield. That's McBride. Looks to throw. Deep. Left side towards the sideline. And is that no, he did not keep it in his hands. It is an incomplete pass, but a nearly crazy athletic interception play on that. What an effort.
These defenses have shown up. I mean, they're trying to make highlight plays more so than the offense so far in this game. I mean, that was almost a better catch than any receiver could make.
Yeah, Ashley Rose Finch came up to make that play and nearly brought it back. And gave Fennick his second interception of this first quarter. Quick drop back, throw over the middle, short cross. It's not going to go very far, but it'll get enough to make 3rd down more manageable. That's at least something, as Lone Star has Liam Hammer's number on that is 2nd catch.
Yeah, 3 targets now. Fennick 4 of 7 here early in this first quarter. Does have that interception. See if he can help push his team into plus territory.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. They send 4. Fennec, right side. That is tipped and incomplete. That was a dangerous ball. Nearly made it work, but Vancouver knocks it away. It's Kyler Murray trying to make another play.
And it looks like Vancouver's happy to let them throw that ball. They're prepared in coverage for that throw. I like the shot taken by Lone Star, a semi-aggressive call there, but just Vancouver was prepared there. It was well defended by Vancouver.
So give Lone Star one more punt. They try to get back into this. Now their defense has to hold once more. Able to force a turnover on the last drive from Vancouver. Plenty of punting room. This ball will get deep. It'll play at about the 20-yard line. Return from there to the 27. 26 is where they'll say they'll mark them. And that will work for the Legion as Mark Lopez comes out with that. And it gets the offense back out on the field. Week 2 of the Simulation Football League. It's been a good week so far, no doubt. Nowhere near done. This is just game 3 on the docket of games so far across all of the SFL networks. Offset I formation for Tom Pepper. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff Redford. He's got some room to go. Going to try to spin out of a tackle. Ends up spinning into one instead. It'll be a 9-yard gain. Make it 2nd and 1 out to the 36.
Nice carry by Redford there off the right side. Everybody sealed the edge, and he just exploded. Got the 9 yards. Coming off last week, 20 carries, 102 yards, had the 2 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns as well.
And he was the main cog in the offense for the Legion, as Pepper had a more difficult time getting things going. He had the yardage, but the results really not there, as he's going to lose some yards. Here is Redford. 2nd and 4, or 3rd and 4 now, as the defensive line makes a play. It is Barr coming up with the tackle for loss.
And good job taking on 2 offensive linemen on his way to the ball carrier. Good job dragging down Redford there.
See what 3rd and 4 looks like for the Legion. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Long drop back for Pepper. Short cross, first down, and a couple of more. It'll get him a new set at the very least. And Rich Pratchard, his 2nd catch, one of them went for a score. So he's got a nasty per average right now as they move the chains and keep the drive alive.
Yeah,
2:45 left in this first quarter.
Chris.
You're good. 2:45 left.
Last week had a big game, man. 4 receptions, just 4 receptions, 74 yards. So that big yard average is definitely something that he's able to produce and replicate week in and week out.
Pepper to throw. Over the middle, 2 Legion receivers in the same spot. Boyd was in the spot, and he really wasn't able to go anywhere as his route intersected with another, maybe a miscommunication there, causing some issues at 2nd and 10.
And you just need positive yards here. You don't need to get the whole first down here, but you need to get something positive so you get yourself into a 3rd and manageable.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. 4 on the line again for Lone Star. 5-step drop, throw right side, caught, trying to work his way towards the sideline. They do get a couple of yards, as you mentioned. Pratchard with his 3rd catch makes it 3rd and 6, opens up the playbook a little bit for the Legion.
And Vancouver so far 2 for 2 this game on 3rd down. So a 3rd and 6, we'll see what the Legion draw up.
Should be a fun one. Still working on getting ourselves into this one at Canada Field. 7-0 lead, about half, a little bit better than 4/5 of the way through this first quarter of play. Pepper to throw. Great athletic play over the middle. Linebacker making the play to knock that one to the turf. And that'll be a failed 3rd down conversion from Pepper and company, and the Legion will punt it away to the Glory here.
Yeah, again, these Glory linebackers are able to make some athletic plays, able to get up and knock the ball down. Now 2 deflections among the linebackers.
Snap is good on the punt. It is up and away. It's going to get to about the 20-yard line, and it is taken in there for the fair catch. Lone Star's offense back out on the field once more as they try to get themselves back into it to tie this football game up. Canada Field, the site. Chris Curtis, Stephen Hacker with you. If you guys are just joining us, missed a long touchdown to Rich Pratchard over the middle on the 3rd play from scrimmage for the Vancouver offense. It has been quiet since. So we'll see if we can get some fireworks here as we get to the tail end of this first quarter. Lone Star has a drive that they're just starting with the defensive line shifting to the left. Ace Fennec is under center. He's got McBride with him. Fennec gets it touched as he threw it. I believe he might have gotten hit as he threw it. It didn't go anywhere. That will be an incomplete pass. The defensive line of Vancouver doing their job.
Yeah, Dama was the one there getting the pressure, able to get in Fennec's face as he was trying to get rid of that one. Great job by the defensive line.
Under center. Fennec once more. He's got 2 in the backfield with him. 7 in the box defensively for Vancouver. On this 2nd and 10 from their own 21. And off this time for McBride. Breaks through a tackle. Has some room to go. Tries to get through a hole on the second level. And they'll have a first down on it. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. McBride making the play. And that is going to move the chains for the Lone Star Glory.
Keep giving her the ball. 5 carries, 26 yards. I mean, just move absolutely what you want whenever you're going to hand it off to your running back. Give him the 5 yards of tote, and keep moving the chains.
McBride the deep back on this play as well. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Vancouver looking like they might play some press here on D. Throws over the middle. That's a catch. Good little seam up the middle. First down and more past midfield. We'll get Lone Star into Vancouver territory. It's 1st and 10 from there as we get down to the last minute of this first quarter.
Good recognition by Fennec. Was able to see that his receiver was going to be open on the break and just let it go and let his target right where he needed to be.
That was Adam Williams, the tight end, on that grab. Nice work over the middle of the field. Seemingly both teams like to attack that middle if they can. Fennec is in the gun by himself. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Has the football. Thrown. Oh, that was nearly dropped, and it is dropped. Wasn't going to go for much anyway, it looked like, but it ends up being an incomplete pass at 2nd and 10.
I'm not sure the receiver was quite ready. It looked like Fennec was trying to get it out of his hands early, and the receiver was still making the break. And whenever he turned, he was just trying to track the ball, and I don't think he was able to come up with it.
2nd and 10, just past midfield for the Glory. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Vancouver trying to make a stand on defense. Not let Lone Star back into this game if at all possible. Good drop back. Fennec winds it up, throws, and that is tipped and nearly intercepted going back the other way. Another one for Kyler Murray jumping in front of that ball. Nearly read the route again.
Yeah, I think Vancouver did their scouting. I think Kyler Murray is definitely sitting there waiting for that corner route. And if Lone Star keeps taking that shot, I think Kyler Murray's got another shot at 2 interceptions.
We have a 3rd down here. Defense chance riding all the way through Canada Field right now. Their crowd getting loud. Fennec, deep left side, tipped and incomplete. That was nearly a problem as well. A criminally underthrown ball at the 20-yard line is going to hit the turf harmlessly, and it is going to be Lone Star's decision to see what they do next. Likely going to be a punt.
Yeah, it would be a really long field goal. I think they're just going to play the field position and come out and play defense.
Hunter sitting back at the 37-yard line. Ball being snapped for the Vancouver 48. Good snap. Hold is good. Kick is a decent one. It should try to pin the Legion back. It's going to be a bounce middle of the field to the 3, to the 2, and they will say it did not get down before the paint. It'll be a 20-yard start line for the Legion on this next drive.
Unfortunate. Good punt. Coverage team just couldn't quite stop out of the end zone, and unfortunately gives Vancouver the ball at their own 20.
Pepper back on the field in the offset eye. Trying to get maybe Robert Redford going a little bit here. Maybe get himself going if he can. It's going to be a run for Redford. Breaks a tackle. Tries to break another one, but he gets hit like a hammer at the 25-yard line as the linebacker comes up to make a real nice hit, and they'll gain just 5.
And Doug Day gets on the board. Nice tackle for him.
That'll work. Making the hit. Getting him down to the turf, and that is going to do it for a fairly good first quarter. Competitive, no doubt. It's turning into a bit of a defensive battle that the Legion lead 7-0 as we start the second. Take a look there at big Al Lewis. He has he already has 2 sacks in that first quarter. He'll be looking to make a play as they switch sides. Pepper and company moving right to left across your screen. Right side, Redford breaks through 1, tries to get through 2, and he's going to get down towards the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the 29-yard line, and at least it'll be manageable there, but finally the second level coming up to make the hit.
Yeah, and patience, and then again, the second effort, Redford looked like he didn't have anything there. For him to get 4 yards on that carry was just, again, good second effort.
Super close in this game so far. Offside I formation. Throw to the left, that's Redford. Trying to get the first down, try to spin into what he does. That's real good work to make things real difficult in the open field on the tackle. Redford gets just enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, interesting to use Redford there as a receiver. Not quite his bread and butter, but I like it there. It got him out in the flats, was able to get the first down and keep this drive alive for Vancouver.
3 to the right, 1 to the left for the Legion. Pepper under center. 5-step drop, throw it right side, caught, trying to get the first down marker, and he will. That's going to be a real nice shoulder as well. Shoulder charge gets Pratchard a couple more yards, his 4th catch of the day, and the big man who usually makes his mark over the middle is making things happen for the Legion offense.
Yeah, Obregon was the one that was actually able to get Pratchard out there at the end, but yeah, big boy move made by Pratchard to get the extra yards and a nice pitching catch there.
Pepper in a 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line, just shy of midfield. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 4 on the line defensively for Lone Star. Pepper over the middle. That is a nice little window he fit that ball into. It'll be an 8-yard completion to the 45 in Lone Star territory. And Pepper starting to heat up a little bit. You start to get him into a bit of rhythm, get him a couple of completions in a row, and before you know it, the ball's deep and downfield before you know anything's happening. And Brett Killian, you looked at him there, he's one of the main cogs in that deep ball machine, along with what's turning into Rich Pratchard this season. Under center, Pepper to throw, puts it outside to Redford, has first down and plenty more room. A spin move is going to get him back in the field of play, and that'll get them down to the 36 on the precipice of field goal range.
And yeah, I think I want to key on your point there. I think Vancouver is trying to do that, maybe lull Lone Star to sleep a little bit here and then take a deep shot downfield, and they're doing a really good job being patient and just taking what the defense is giving them, moving downfield.
And maybe Lone Star thought they were going to go deep on that play, which is why things opened up underneath pretty quick. Redford been able to do that majority of today, and then last week as well a little bit. Had a couple of receptions. Under center he is now. And off right side, that is going to be Redford, who is going to get us to the 30-yard line. 32 is where he's going to be taken down. We have a game break. Let's send it over to the SFL HQ with Cameron Irvine. Thank you, Cam. This will be a run for Redford, and that's that game, Carolina and Vegas. Carolina coming off a real nice upset over Charleston a week ago, and we'll actually get you in a second over to HQ. It sounds like there was some technical issues on that side. That's fine. After this play from scrimmage, 3rd and 8. Three to the right, 1 to the left. See what they can do again. Nope, I'm gonna move out of the pocket. Pepper's in trouble. He's gonna get taken down, and that's a huge loss of yardage, and Vancouver's gonna have to punt it away as they're outside of field goal range now. Let's send it over to Cameron Irvine for that update.
There we go. Carolina and Las Vegas only 5 minutes into the game. Why? Because they've already had 2 scores. Thomas Rama to LZ Pryor on Vegas' first drive. Carolina scores on the kickoff return from Shea Carroll ensuing. Tie game at 7 in Vegas. Back to you guys in Canada.
And thank you again, Cam, for that as the Carolina and Vegas shaping up to be a good 1-7-7. And this punt after the sack that Jukin Rukin put on Tom Pepper will give Lone Star the ball at the 11-yard line. We mentioned Jukin Rukin. We'll talk about Carolina and Vegas in a second. Jukin Rukin, 3 sacks last week. He's got 1 this week as well. He is off to a really good start, Steven, in these first 2 games.
Yeah, definitely trying to make an impact on the defensive line, getting the sacks early in the season. As long as you can maintain that, that's how you end up at top of the sack leaderboard. He's off to a great start.
3 in the backfield for Fennick and company. See what they can do from their own 11. And off, it is McBride. She will go nowhere. Just up the middle, but can't get the hole. It'll be to the 12, they'll say. Still 2nd and 10. Going back to Carolina and Vegas. Carolina with that upset over Charleston a week ago. Vegas, who went down hard in Vice Wars Chapter 6 as well, looking to recover. And it looks like both teams off to a very motivated start in week 2. Carolina trying to prove it wasn't a fluke. That's the thing for them right now. We'll see if they can do that. 2nd and 10 to the outside. McBride, broken tackle, and then get to a total of about 9. Good work to make it 3rd and 1. It's manageable just past the 20-yard line.
McBride's first reception for the day, 9 yards. Nice little route out of the backfield. Important 3rd down here. You don't want this drive to go 3 and out. Definitely need to get this 1st down for the Glory.
McBride, the tailback. Collier will get the ball through the middle, 1st down and a few more. That'll go 1st and 10. Giving Collier the ball a little bit more on this drive. A couple of rushes so far. Turns into a 1st down on this play, and they move the chains.
Yeah, and again, I think using both the running back and the fullback is a smart move for Lone Star. You need to protect Ace Fennick already with the 1 interception. It's not that you can't take the shots, but having a consistent run game is going to help your quarterback.
In the gun is Fennick, 4 on the defensive line, actually 7 in the box total. No drop back in that gun. Throw towards the sideline. That's caught. Turning the corner. Getting a spin move in there as well. That's good work. And that, I believe, Dave Axis who came up with that grab. It's 1st and 10, getting just past the 1st down marker.
3 for 3 now for Axis. Pretty balanced workload for all the receivers for the Glory. Fennick not showing any favoritism here, just continuing to share the load.
All the receivers are catching the ball. So no one really needs to get hot because everyone's doing their job. Left side towards the sideline, and Fennick with a bit of an underthrown ball. The linebacker in coverage there coming up to make the play. That is good work defensively. It's 2nd and 10.
And Lone Star's got to do the same thing here. You need to get something positive here. Don't have to get the full 10, but you need a positive play here. Definitely can't take a sack. Just try to set yourself up for a 3rd down conversion.
That was Kevin Brackett on defense for that deflection. Good work staying with the receiver. Defensive line moves to the left. Fennick is under center. Handoff. And is going to be through the right side, trying to find a hole in the C or D gap that did not quite work. 3rd and 7 as just a 3-yard completion. And McBride gets taken down after a couple.
And Brackett there helping making back-to-back plays. Slowing him down now forces Lone Star. They got to look to throw here on 3rd and 7.
Yeah, one to the left, 3 to the right. Fennick, plenty of time, gets it off and gets a 1st down out of it. That will work. Get it to Williams, the tight end, who makes the play and moves the chains. Lone Star with a slow and methodical drive upfield, still in their own territory. And there's like one or two plays possibly for moving it into Legion's side of the field. But good work so far in a very slow and take what they give you kind of drive from Lone Star, which I think is kind of what they needed to try to get back into it. Under center for Fennick, 4 on the defensive line. Hand off McBride. Plenty of room through the middle. Hole closes quickly, gets a couple. 2nd and 7 right at the middle field stripe.
And you're just waiting. I think it just feels like you're waiting for Lone Star, Curtis, to take that shot.
Yeah.
They're kind of, like you said, taking what they give them. So I think that, we can expect a shot from Lone Star here pretty soon.
Things continue like this. I expected as well. That's going to be through the middle again. Couple of yards forward. Make it a 3-yard gainer on that to 3rd and 4. But they're in Vancouver territory. Washington comes up to make the stop. And a key 3rd down on this drive for Lone Stars. Are still not in field goal range.
Yeah, you need to be targeting something 5 yards or more here. It looks like looks like they may be coming out in a little bit of a run-heavy formation. Let's see if they pass it.
It will be a handoff to Collier. Collier can't get there. That is not going to work. Vancouver does a real good job closing up the holes. And don't look now, it'll be 4th and 3. And Lone Star will indeed have to punt. Ashley Rose Finch comes up to make the play. And a great stop on defense for the Legion.
Yeah, third and that many. I don't think you were looking to line it up to the fullback there. Maybe just looking to play field position here. Maybe hoping that they can get a quick 3 and out from Vancouver and increase their field position and get some points here before the half.
Well, that will work beautifully. It'll be down at the Vancouver 3-yard line. If you're a Glory fan, that is exactly what you wanted to pin the Legion deep. If you guys are just joining us, thanks for welcoming us into your homes. Chris Curtis, Stephen Hacker, along with you, with Cameron Irvine, our producer and commissioner, in the background as well from Canada Field in Vancouver, British Columbia. Week 2 matchup between the Lone Star Glory and the Vancouver Legion. Vancouver, of course, that heartbreaking loss to Jacksonville a week ago, trying to get themselves on the winning side for the first time in Season 15. Pepper to throw. Deep over the middle, trying to eliminate the problem already, and he does. What a grab over the middle from Brett Killian. It's 1st and 10.
And that's one way to help your quarterback out. Run a deep route, and he chunks it up to you. He trusts you to make a play, and you come down with it in tight coverage. Absolutely phenomenal grab by Brett Killian there.
Hard to believe he was able to fit it inside that window. What a grab from Killian onto that real tight window ball from Tom Pepper. Pepper starting to feel it a bit. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. See what he can do as we come to the last 2:23 of the second quarter. Pepper on the pump fake. Plenty of time. Pocket hold, short cross on the check down, and he's going to get a total of 8 yards on it to the 35-yard line. And don't look now, Vancouver's starting to get a little bit too comfortable if you're Lone Star. See what Lone Star can do to counter it.
Yeah, Vancouver coming out and just unleashing Pepper right there before the 2-minute warning. Definitely showing confidence in their quarterback heading into the half.
Clock stoppage, 2 minutes left in this first half, and a 7-0 Vancouver lead. They have the ball as well. Remember, Vancouver kicked to start this game, so Lone Star will have to kick it to them to start the second half when that time comes. All 3 timeouts for both sides as we get a full reset. Offset eye for Tom Pepper and company. Throw to the outside. It's Redford. Has some room. He's got a chance to burn the edge here, and that is a nice play for Vancouver. Didn't quite get to the sideline, so the clock will continue to tick, tick, tick away, but it's 1st and 10.
Pepper, 12 of 16, 190 yards, has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And I like there that he was able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Redford struggled a little bit to corral in the target, but was able to get plenty of yards after the catch.
Turn on the afterburners. Let him go. Al Lewis mentioned he's got 2 sacks already. He'd love to get another one here. Take away the Legion momentum, which are starting to mount some here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Left side caught, trying to break a tackle. Does, but he can't break 4 tackles as all the Glory members in the field converge to the ball. Good work from Boyd to at least get the catch and get what he could. It's a 5-yard gain.
And I like that Vancouver's not in any hurry here. They do have the timeouts, but they have the lead and the clock is on their side here, so they can just kind of methodically move down the field, and if they settle for a field goal, that's fine.
Offset I formation for Vancouver. Right side, Redford not going to get through. And that is a timeout called by the Legion. It is 3rd and 7. Let's get to some chat shout-outs, shall we? We've got Worm, we've got Yogi Bar, we've got Rackstacker, we've got Dave Axis. How about D-Day54, Hike the Earth, Skippy OG. Thank you very much, guys, for hanging out. Skippy says, a round of Tim Hortons, anyone? I'm down for some Timbits if you're going. Gamey said we got tons of Tim Hortons around here at Canada Field. 3 to the left, 1 to the right for the Legion. Pepper to throw. Plenty of time. Left side. Tipped and intercepted. You almost saw that one coming. As soon as it stayed alive and in the air, Lone Star makes the play they needed. That is Mickey McGuire, the cornerback, who comes up and makes the play.
Vancouver was trying to create some confusion with the bunch formation with their wide receivers and sending everybody every which direction. But Mickey McGuire was all over his receiver. and was able to recover, see the ball was batted up in the air, and was able to make a nice interception.
That is key for Lone Star, trying to tie this football game up before the end of the first half. They've got 2 timeouts on their side. Looking to throw over the middle. That's caught. Plenty of room in front. 2 Legion players get there. They go no huddle, but they're in Vancouver territory. It's exactly where they need to be. McGuire made the play to get Fennick back out on the field. Fennick trying to reward him. That's tipped to the line. It will go nowhere. And that is 2nd and 10. It will stop the clock as well. Adama, just the defensive line, leaps to take that one away.
Lone Star using Collier as a receiver, 10 yards downfield multiple times this game, and looking to get their fullback involved deep downfield as a receiver. I like the look from Lone Star.
2 to the left, 1 to the right for Fennick. From the Vancouver 44-yard line. Got to get something on this play. Over the middle. That is, it should have been caught, but it hit the hands of Williams, and it will hit the turf harmlessly. It'll stop the clock at least so they can regroup for 3rd down, but that would have put him in field goal range.
Just couldn't corral it, man. If he could have held on to that one, would have done wonders for Lone Star's offense. Fennick now in a 3rd and 10. Clock ticking, or not ticking, but just clock dwindling away on them. They need to do something big here.
Yeah, their opportunity is quickly shrinking. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. To the outside, getting to the sideline, and that one, some butterfingers on the Glory side right now. Not sure if they're hearing footsteps or what, but Major Key was in the area for that stop. It's 4th and 10. Lone Star has a decision to make with the time left. I would actually consider going for this, Steven.
Where they are, I don't mind it. I'd rather see the punt and just play conservative, force Vancouver to have to travel the length of the field with 30 seconds. You know, they have the timeout. So if you were to go for it, lose position, they have the timeouts to maybe sneak out a field goal. You lower their chances of scoring. I kind of like the punt.
That punt's not a bad idea either way. That'll bounce at the 5-yard line to the 4. And I'll tell you what, the 5-yard line, if the last 2 punts that Lone Star has put up, one started the drive for the Legion at the 3, the other one at the 5-yard line. Real good work from the punting unit, from the special teams unit for the Glory, as they will pin them deep. It's 1st and 10 from the 5-yard line for Tom Pepper.
This could be a potential pick 6 opportunity here also for Lone Star with the negative field position for Vancouver.
That's fair. Redford lined up in his own end zone. To the outside, that's caught, trying to turn it up the field, spinning back into the field of play unsuccessfully and getting knocked out of bounds is going to be Rich Pratchard. He's got 5 catches for 100 yards on the nose. He got the long touchdown on his first catch. And they will at least stop the clock, figure out what they want to do next with all 3 timeouts to go.
Interesting decision. You know, do you take the shot or do you just protect the lead going into the half? We'll see what Vancouver and owner Andy Hamilton elect to do.
Under center is Pepper. He's got Redford in the backfield. Pepper moves up in the pocket. He's going to get taken down. The defensive line comes up and makes the play again. And that is going to be what gets us to the end of the first half. It's Lewis again. His 3rd sack of the first half is what ends the first half. 7-0 Legion over the Glory as we hit the halftime locker room. Hacker, your thoughts on a 1-score game through 2 quarters?
Well, I was waiting for a timeout from Lone Star right there at the end of the half. There was about 8 seconds left after the sack. They would have been on about the 2-yard line. One more sack could have forced a safety almost. So I understand going into the half, not calling the timeout, but that could have been an aggressive move made by Lone Star there. Other than that, really, I've liked the work that Redford's put in. Pepper has made a few mistakes. Fennick's made a few mistakes, but I really like the work that Redford's put in on the ground. I like the work that McBride's put in on the ground. So I think both teams were kind of feeling each other out there in the first half. To me, that's what it felt like. Lone Star was I think kind of set on making some moves, and I think Vancouver came out prepared. So Lone Star is definitely going to have to make some adjustments in their passing game, but definitely need to keep McBride moving the chains for him, and then just adjust. Maybe look for something underneath across the middle.
Defense is what made this game so far. The first 2 quarters dominated by both teams' defenses. You have 4 sacks on the side of the Lone Star Glory. 3 of them belong to Al Lewis. 1 of them belongs to Jukin Rukin, who had 2 a week ago. 3 a week ago. Sorry. So the defensive side of the ball working really well for both sides, as both sides also have an interception plus. So you took a look at the Kyler Murray one earlier that he took off of Ace Fennec, and we'll see if he can continue that. But the defenses are what's keeping this to a 1-score game. One big play, the difference, as we are going to be into the 3rd quarter here shortly. I fully expect, Steven, that things will open up a little bit here. Maybe quarterbacks start taking a few more shots downfield. Maybe we'll see some things open up in the big yardage situations. It's been a fun one. I love these defensive struggles because it's really a stress point. Every single play can determine the outcome of this game. That's the feeling you get halfway through.
Absolutely. And I want to give a chat shout out to Uncultured Barbarian, is asking some questions in the chat about what the SFL is. Curtis, would you mind maybe answering that question for me?
Absolutely. As we start the second half, this is the first controllerless esport. The game plans and coaching changes are made through the week, but nobody has a controller in their hands as they're playing this game. This is entirely AI versus AI, but each player on the field has a representation, sometimes in the chat, sometimes not, but they are real people that are representing these characters, on these players on the field. So we welcome you to be a part of it. Simulationfl.net, where you're going to go as this ball's returned out to the 21-yard line. You can join our Discord community from there and get yourself involved in what is becoming a rapidly growing sensation in the world of simulation sports. It's been a lot of fun to be a part of it for the last number of years, and I know you can say the same thing, Stephen, as owner of the Fort Worth Toros yourself. This has been it's been a wild ride.
Absolutely. Fantastic community. Game days are great.
Yep.
Content week in, week out, social media platforms. We're on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, whatever you're on, we're on there as well.
Yep.
It's just a really fun thing to be a part of. And like you said, Curtis, we've just grown so much, and it's really fun to be a part of it every week.
I see you, Rapid Raccoon, with the rapidly. That's pretty good. 2nd and 1 for Vancouver. Moving left to right from the 32-yard line. Pepper has 3 in the backfield. One of them is going to be Redford, who gets the ball here. First down and a few more gets us to the 35. Speaking of Simulationfl, let's pass it back to Commissioner Cameron Irvine for a game break.
Well, you guys wouldn't know what defensive stops were, would you? Well, they do now in Carolina and Vegas after 4 straight possessions with a score. We've seen back-to-back stops, and our first pick of the night, Nicky Colantrelli with the interception for Vegas, stole a touchdown. Vegas leads Carolina 14-10 in the 2nd quarter. Now back to you and Steven and the rest of the gang in Canada.
Thank you, Cameron. As Pepper is going to be throwing this across, as this will get us back to the 2nd and 6 mark. The only other game going on right now, I believe, is that Carolina-Las Vegas game. Good work on that side. And the 39-yard line makes it more manageable as you take a look at the linebacking. One of the linebackers for the Lone Star Glory would love to see, the Lone Star would love to see their linebackers continue to make an impact in this game. Peppers and split backs. Pepper to throw. Left side. Has some room. Trying to turn it upfield. Does. It's going to be a deep ball now to the 43-yard line. That is good work. 42 is where they'll mark him. And that is Rich Pratchard, who's been one of the more active players on the lineup for Vancouver. Thomas Smith makes the hit, but not before a good chunk play for the Legion.
Yeah, I love all the yak there. I mean, just caught the ball about 8 yards from line of scrimmage and then turned that into about an 18, 19-yard play. So Pratchard doing his part on the out route to help the Legion downfield.
In the gun, by himself, is going to be Pepper. Trying to make something happen from the 42. Pump fake, he's done that a couple times tonight. Quick little play over the middle, gets them a chunk for 7. As Boyd, 3 catches out of 5 targets. They've been utilizing him in this lineup. And a couple more yards to get, but they're in Lone Star territory, and they're on the precipice of field goal range already, trying to make this a 2-score game. In the gun. 2 to the left. Pepper goes left. Catches Pratchard again, just on the first down marker. That is a catch and a first down indeed to the 31. They've got 4 more tries to do it again, and that's a big first down to get, as they now no longer have to worry about field goal positioning for the next little while.
And Doug Day did a great job in coverage there, keeping up with the wide receiver. The field is shortened up a little bit. Helped today make the tackle. The sideline was acting as a defender there, but good coverage by the Glory.
Pepper to throw, 7-step drop, deep drop over the middle. That is caught, and that is going to be another first down. Rich Pratchard is in some kind of rhythm right now with his quarterback. Third straight, that's actually Brett Killian, sorry. And at either way, both of his receivers are in real good rhythm with Pepper right now, who's been on a bit of a roll.
Yeah, both receivers over 8 targets. Killian with 8, Pratchard with 9 now, and Peppers looks like he's getting in a rhythm.
80% completion percentage for Tom Pepper to this point. Gonna try it again. Moving in the pocket. Pocket holds. That is nearly intercepted and probably should have been. That would have probably been back the other way for miles. And that is a 2nd and 10. And Vancouver faithful breathing a sigh of relief.
And Tom did a great job stepping up in the pocket. There was pressure in his face, evaded the pressure, but forced something there, and it was almost a nightmare for him.
Doug Day able to read that route and jump in front of it, just couldn't complete it. 2nd and 10. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Pepper, handoff, goes nowhere. Not going to happen. 3rd and 12 on it, and they'll lose a couple. Defensive line comes up to make a play on the run blitz, and don't look now, but 3rd and long again for the Legion. They're threatening to lose their spot. Not quite. They're still in field goal range, but it still would be a long one from the spot they're in. Two to the left, 2 to the right. Pepper to throw. Key 3rd down. Oh, it's inside and nearly intercepted again. Lone Star all over these routes that the Legion players want to run. Lee Pato nearly made that one happen. The cornerback nearly making a play.
Yeah, and that was almost a little bit of anything you can do, I can do better. Pato almost took away the corner route that burned Lone Star earlier, and it's unfortunate he couldn't walk away with that one.
Now decision time for Vancouver. Going to try to make this a 2-score game regardless. It would be a 39-yarder from here. That's indeed what they're going to try. Right hash, lined up right at the 30-yard line. Snap good, hold good. Kick is up and on the way. It's got plenty of leg, and it is good with no issues. So 40 right on the nose and give Vancouver 3 more points. They'll get it to a 10-point lead as Rulowski able to knock that one through. And Vancouver, well, they got what they wanted. They at least were able to extend the lead on this drive. Now Lone Star has some work to try to get back into this game.
Yeah, Vancouver covering the spread right now, but we're well away from the over/under right now. But Vancouver's can take control of this game if they can shut down Lone Star, maybe force them to a 3 and out, get a turnover, maybe get some more points, and can really put this thing away. Lone Star needs to answer and definitely get Vancouver back on neutral ground, get them on their heels a little bit.
At least a field goal on this drive, I think, is going to be key, Stephen. Yep.
Definitely.
Okay. Back to it as we have Ace Fennick back on the field for this next drive, starting from his own 29-yard line. Canada Field has not been friendly to the Lone Star offense today. It's an offense that, didn't have the easiest time last week either. Their defense is really what kept them ahead in that game against Arizona. That's going to be a ricocheted ball that gets caught. That was really weird, but it worked out really well. Kyler Murray makes the stop. It is 2nd and 3 after the short completion.
Hammer with 8 targets now. Yards per reception's a little low. He seems to be favoring the underneath routes, just trying to help Fennick keep his rhythm, keep his composure, and keep him on his feet.
Under center. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 5-step drop, deep right side, and it's incomplete. That was nearly a problem. Kyler Murray nearly brought that one back the other way again. Liam Hammer, the intended target for the 9th time tonight. And Kyler Murray, they keep picking on him. I'm not sure why. He's burned him once, nearly burned him again there.
Yeah, and it seems that that Lone Star is using Liam to go underneath, and then every once in a while they're just going to continue to use him on that corner route, and Kyler Murray's just waiting for it. And if they're not careful, it's going to lead to another turnover.
3 to the left, 1 to the right for Lone Star. Plenty of time in the pocket. Fennec, that should have been caught as well. Glory having a hard time holding on to the football this game, and that'll be a 3 and out for the Glory, as they will have to think about a field goal here if they decide to. Wally Herman has hit from this distance before in his career. See if he has a shot to here, and they will not try it. So instead of a 53-yarder, they will opt to, oh, they're the other way. No problem either way. It is a long punt, and the Legion will have it after this kick is away. Kick is up and gone. End over end. Get him to about the 30-yard line to the 27. And that is where the fair catch is called for and brought in by Mr. Mark Lopez. Pepper back out in the field, and don't look now, but they have a chance to possibly make it a 3-score game. They can do that. It might be a little bit of fun time for Vancouver, who's pitching a shutout on defense. I think at this point, Steven, they can trust their defense to do what they need to do, and the offense continue to try to figure things out against a pretty good defensive stand from Lone Star in their own right.
Yeah, they don't have to run away. They don't have to go super aggressive. They can let try to get Robert Redford working. As you see, he breaks a nice tackle. He gets brought down for a loss there, Curtis. But I think you should stick with Redford. Try to keep his carry count up and whittle this game away. Keep the clock running and protect your lead.
Yeah, get into a bit of a protect mentality is not a bad way to do it. Still want to stick to the game plan though. If their continuation with the run is part of the game plan, you probably want to stick to that. Eventually, you'll wear down this defensive line, who has played very well for Lone Star in this game. 2nd and 13. Split backs for Pepper. Quick drop, throw left side. Redford in the area, has the football, spins out of 1 and get absolutely obliterated after what turns into a 5-yard gain. Wow, what a hit. And it's going to make a 3rd and 7 on this next play.
Yeah, making Redford pay the price as a receiver. And I think that's what you have to do. You have to got to wear him down. You got to take all the shots on him that you can.
So Robert Redford just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you. And as he did that, his guy got absolutely obliterated on the left. That's going to be a throw that's incomplete. Nearly an issue, but Lone Star is going to force the stop they needed. 4th and 7, and Vancouver will punt it away after a bit of a disappointing drive off a really good defensive stand.
Hey, Redford hit the 12 months too. I think he gets a badge for that. So that's awesome. Congratulations for that. I know that's a big moment. That was a big moment for me when I got my 12 month. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Back to it. Good defense by the Glory. As they're going to get the ball back, try to force the Legion's hand here. Punter back at the 15. Kick is up and gone over the middle star. Caught at the 30-yard line and returned backwards. Not going to go where they need to. They'll mark them officially at the 31 due to forward progress, and that is where Lone Star will start this next drive. Ace Fennec not had a fantastic day. He's been able to complete some short passes, but for the most part, Vancouver's kept him bottled up. And, I mean, when you look at the numbers, 10 for 24, his completion percentage has definitely hit the skids a bit. They need to open him up and give him the freedom to try to make some shots happen downfield. Left side, going nowhere. Is going to be McBride, and then it's going, or actually that's Collier, the fullback, and Brackett comes up to make the stop.
Yeah, Collier is getting 4 carries to McBride's 8, so it looks like they're getting about 25% difference there. Kevin Brackett now 5 total tackles, doing a good job for the Legion's defense.
Handoff, McBride, same result.
I can math, I promise.
3rd and 11, as that is the defensive line again making a stand, make it 3rd and long. That's the same situation that Lone Star has been in for most of this game. Vancouver's done a good job forcing those 3rd and longs and getting them in unadvantageous situations. Lone Star has not been able to crawl their way out of this hole as of yet. 3 to the left, 1 to the right for Fennec. Looks to throw deep left side. That one's picked off, and you almost saw that one coming. It is Rose Finch back down the sideline to the end zone. Not going to get there. Nearly got there to the 4. What a run back from Finch, making it work. It's 1st and goal for the Legion, and Fennec is mad on the sideline.
You've been waiting for Ashley to make that play. It's been there a couple of times for her. She's finally able to come up with this one, and a huge return after that. About a 65-yard return at the end of that interception. puts Vancouver in a great spot, just to put this one away. I mean, it'll be a tough game for Lone Star now, and just this Vancouver defense has been prepared. I mean, they came out ready for Lone Star's offense, definitely.
Yep, absolutely. Very good preparation on the side of the Legion. See if they can punch this one in, give themselves potentially a 3-score lead. Peppers under center, 3 to the right. Redford is the deep back. It'll be a throw. Throws outside. Redford looking for the pylon. He's got it. That is a touchdown for the Legion, and they'll make it a 3-score game. What a turnaround, and what could be a 14-point swing.
And that's a big touchdown for Vancouver. The momentum is on their side. Just pending a collapse, it's not completely over for Lone Star, but three scores with only about 4 minutes left in this third quarter. That's a tough game, and Finnick has looked rough today, and Vancouver is prepared for their routes, and it's going to be a tough game. They've got to find a way to get McBride going. They've got to get away from running that corner route. They've got to, on first and second down, be able to move the chains, not get in that third down situation where they're trying to throw that corner and getting all these risky plays, and that'll give them a shot.
Extra point is up and good to give the Legion that 17-point lead. You and I, however, have seen weirder things than 21 points or at least even 17 points
Absolutely.
in a fourth quarter. And there's plenty of time still left in this football game for Lone Star to try to make a play to get themselves back into it. Just need to find a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, you got to get away from
not
the
what they
corner.
got.
Yeah, you keep feeding McBride. McBride has looked crisp. Give her a couple more targets out of the backfield. Just look away from Hammer on the corner routes, and Lone Star has looked good on offense. It's just when they take that shot, Maddox and Finch are there. They got to look away from that route.
Can't forget about Kyler Murray as well.
I'm sorry, Kyler Murray. I'm sorry.
Yep, you're good. Either way, no, you're right with the Maddox situation as well. So that's not wrong. You take a look there, and Ashley Rose Finch lining up near the bottom of your screen in the slot area. Over the middle. And that's going to be a nice little release. Get a couple of yards. But those couple of yards, they're not adding up as quickly as the Glory would like as Williams brings that one home. 2nd and 6 as they get a gain of just 4. And Lone Star, you got to think they're going to start taking some shots. They got to find something that works.
I like the slants over the middle. Williams is averaging 10 yards of reception, so quietly having a nice day.
Finnick to throw. Over the right side. That one is caught. The corner route looked like a quick hitch and go, and it worked out perfectly for the Glory as they get a 1st and 10. It's Liam Hammer getting them into Vancouver territory.
That's the kind of play that Liam Hammer was making all season last season. And I think that he's just trying to tell us to shut up. He's like, hey, I hear what you're saying, and I don't appreciate it very much. So I'm going to go out here. I'm going to moss Kyler Murray real quick, and we're going to keep you guys quiet and make you eat your words.
Starting to be a little bit of hammer time in the room. We're all waiting for that, Mr. Irvine, through the middle, and that's going to be a 5-yard run for McBride. And that might set up a decent try for a pass play here in the second play of this set. The Vancouver 42, they're on the precipice of field goal range, but at this point, I think they probably want to start going for points in the paint rather than through the uprights. Fennec under center. Plenty of time, gets hit underneath and driven up on the sack. That's a crazy sack and a lot of effort put into it. The defensive line makes a play. It is Leah Dama who comes up to make that play and put him back a little bit further.
Yeah, Dama looking to stack good seasons. I came off a really nice season in season 14, hoping to build on that in season 15.
In the gun. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Fennec to throw, right side. That one's caught. And not for enough yardage, though. 4th and 4. Get him to the 40-yard line. End of the third quarter coming quickly. Decision time probably going to be a punt here based on previous play calling. But, yep, that's exactly what they're looking at. So they will try to pin the Legion deep and will try to get the ball back from whatever way they can do it and keep the Legion off the board again.
They've pinned them deep twice. They can do it again. and they have a really good defense. They can stop the Legion. Bad bounce on the punt.
Yep, that did not quite work the way they wanted it to. Not a big deal. 1st and 10 for the Legion as they'll start this drive at the 20. Vancouver Legion's offense has been kind of a Jekyll and Hyde. There's some drives where they'll be able to march their way down the field. They'll take what the defense gives them. There's been other ones where it's been quick 3 and out, and the defense is back on the field within 45 seconds of game time. So really curious to see which version of that we get on this drive of Vancouver. In the driver's seat, up 17-0. And Redford has a hole to run through, but it closes quickly after a 1-yard gain. He's taken down, make it 2nd and 9.
And after a pretty sharp start for Redford, Lone Star's done a really good job slowing him down, averaging 1.3 yards per carry on the day. Haven't quite found the answer on the receptions. He's been quite a good receiver for the Legion today.
Now Lewis had a real good day so far, trying to add to it. Pepper under center in the offset eye. Handoff right side, trying to spin his way out of it. That's not going to work, as that'll get to the 19-yard line. 3rd and 11 as they'll lose a couple. And Lone Star's defense trying to make a stand to get them their offense back out on the field.
And Freddie trying to make his case for Defense Player of the Week. 3 tackles, 3 assisted, 1 tackle for loss. Has a pass deflection and an interception here today.
Pepper in the gun by himself. Oh, that's a problem. The pocket somehow holds, and he gets the pass away. It's not enough for the 1st down. That still could have been real bad for the quarterback. It's 4th and 4, and they will have to punt it away again.
Yeah, how did the pressure not get there? It was Pepper moving around in the pocket, but Lone Star was bringing the heat, and good job forcing the punt out of Vancouver.
And that was Dan Daly, the tight end, as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. 17-0 Legion as we get to the final stanza in Canada Field. Just about to get going here for the final stanza. Chris Curtis, Stephen Hacker along with you, our commissioner and producer Cameron Irvine, along with our statisticians. Thank you very much for hanging out with us at Canada Field and letting us into your homes on this glorious Saturday evening of SFL action. One other game going on, Carolina and Las Vegas. We'll see if maybe we can get you an update here eventually on that one. No big deal, as that will be a punt that gets out down to the 40-yard line in Lone Star territory. And that's a nice boot over the middle. And it will force the Glory to have to move down the field to try to put points up.
Don't have to get greedy here if you're Lone Star.
Under center. Fennick. Bit of a rough day at the office. Going to try to make it better. This will be through the middle for McBride. She'll get 4. Good work.
Yeah, averaging 4 yards carry. That's a nice day at the office. Doing what you need to do. Again, you got to try to protect the turnovers from a rookie quarterback. So anything you can do moving the ball forward, shorten the sticks, shorten the down to gain is a good move.
Under center, 2 in the backfield. Thrown, caught on the spin, 1st down and more, breaks a tackle, doesn't break 3. Legion will take her down, but that is a 1st and 10 for the Glory. McBride making another play, getting them into plus territory.
Yeah, it's really been the main piece of this offense that's kept them going. That's our 2nd reception, averaging 11 yards per reception. So total that up, about 70 yards all-purpose for McBride here today.
1st and 10 for the Legion, or for the Glory anyway. 2 to the left, 1 to the right for Fennick, 2 in the backfield as well, 4 on the defensive line for Vancouver. Handoff, McBride through the middle and absolutely walloped just past the line of scrimmage is McBride, and that is a 2-yard gain. Mark Lopez comes up to make the hit, and that will put them with not very much gain on that first play.
Yeah, good job by Lopez to step up in the box and deliver a big hit on the running back there. Fires up his defense with that one.
3 to the left, 1 to the right again. Bennett trying to figure some things out. Is the coaching staff going to release the reins and let him throw it? They are. Right side. No, it was tipped before it got there. Hammer was gone. If that gets to him, it was Kyler Murray who came up and made a beautiful pass deflect on it that prevented what likely was going to be a touchdown.
Big shot taken down the field, just misses. Unfortunate, couldn't quite reel that one in.
That was a crazy athletic play from Murray. Some will call it lucky. He got a hand on it. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. In the gun is Fennec. No one with him. Key third down for the Glory. Looks to throw. Right side. That's intercepted. The Legion turn it over again at the 43-yard line. 42 is where they'll say. What a good piece of work by the Legion defense, as it has been all day long. Dean Maddox's second interception in 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's got himself a streak going. Maybe he's heating up, trying to go get on fire next week with his 3rd game in a row. And Vancouver defensively has just looked sharp out here today. Really came prepared for this one.
Good work from the Legion defense. So we play with 9:20 left in this 4th quarter of play. About to see what likely is going to be a steady diet of Robert Redford in this 4th quarter, but Pepper says not so fast. That's over the middle, and it's caught. Oh, the juke! It's going to break through another tackle, and Rich Pratchard is going to take it to the house. That is a crazy athletic play from Pratchard to get Vancouver more points in the end zone as they start to run away at Canada Field.
I'm speechless. Dollar sign. Money, absolute. Look at this. Look, shakes the tacklers. Whoop. And then just takes off. Can't catch him. Yep. See you later. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal play by Rich Pratchard right there.
That's a crazy effort to make sure. That's, again, Rich Pratchard over the middle of the field. That's where he scores seemingly all of his touchdowns, is over the middle of the field. Whether he has to make a couple moves to get there or not, he absolutely just torched the 2nd and 3rd level of that Lone Star defense. Pratchard on fire today, as is Tom Pepper and company, as Vancouver putting together a complete effort on both sides, all 3 phases of this game, as this extra point about to get knocked up and through, and that will add 1 more to their total. 24 rock for Vancouver. Lone Star going to get it back here in short order. We'll see what they can do on it, but a lot of really good stuff for the home faithful at the home opener at Canada Field for season number 15. Wow. Still kind of floored at what Pratchard just did.
the moves. I mean, I'm saying my jaw is on the floor. I'm just thinking, just replaying it in my mind, just how amazing that was. A spectacular play. You can only find that kind of stuff here, right, Chris?
Right. No kidding. Superhuman reaction times, no doubt. As you'll see effort like that from, and that's Rich Pratchard. He is somebody that is represented by a real person. Might possibly be in this chat, but definitely a part of our Simulation Football League broadcast team, as well as a player on the field. Under center is Fennec. They try to get themselves back into it. Drop back thrown, right side tipped and incomplete. Get it to 2nd and 10. McBride, the intended target. That's been a part of the Glory's problems today, has been balls hitting them in the hands and not being able to bring them in. And then it hits the ground or it gets tipped for an interception. Most of those issues have not been on Fennec. He's put it in spots where they should have been able to catch it. It just hasn't happened for them tonight.
Yeah, and you admire the confidence to continue to take the shots and have the faith in his receivers to make the plays.
Handoff through the middle. That'll get him a couple, make it 3rd and 5. McBride adds another carry. Glory having some issues on the offensive side of the ball up until this point. They really weren't having any issues on the defensive side of the ball. Their only real big problems were the big plays. That's what really set the tone for this football game. That's a nice floater over the top, and that is a catch on a 1st down. Great work. And the tight end will bring that one in. It's Adam Williams, and it's a 1st down and a couple more for the Glory.
Yeah, continuing to get to move the chains on average whenever he gets a reception. I'd say both teams today, Chris, really have struggled on 3rd downs. That could be another key contributor to Lone Star's struggles. Is when you get to that 3rd down, you got to be in a position to convert and keep your drive alive.
To the left, 1 to the right. looking to throw over the middle. That one's caught. Real nice throw. Nice target over the middle of the field. Gets them another first down. This one belongs to Williams as well, and it will be 1st and 10.
And starting to build up a little chemistry. I think Fennick and Williams have kind of found something here that they like out of the Legion's defense.
Fennick, right side. That one's caught, and down to the 6-yard line is where they'll mark him. And if I'm not mistaken, that was Williams again, but I think he was a one-handed grab that brought that one in. I think we'll get a second look here, but that was a super athletic play.
And just keep calling his name. Nice, just releases, and then on a fade route gets hit. Fennick, nice job throwing it between the defenders, and Williams and Fennick have provided life to this Laurie offense.
2 to the left, 1 to the right for Lone Star as they try to get their first touchdown of this game. Their first in goal for the first time what seems like forever. End zone, no, not going to happen. Williams, the intended target, nearly brought that one in, but it'll be hitting the ground, and it remains. Wait, did they? They did say, really? He caught that.
We saw that earlier in the Fort Worth game. The receiver has possession before he loses the fumble on the hit. So they said he has possession of the catch and is across the goal line. So that's a touchdown.
That, you know what? That shocked me. I thought he got knocked out before he was able to get possession, but they'll call it a touchdown. And Williams has the first score of the game for Lone Star. So Fennick gets on the board, makes his night a little bit better, at least after a decent drive. Extra point getting tallied up right about now, as that is up and through. 24-7, Legion have the lead still, but that's at least a start. Shocked me for sure. I thought for sure it was incomplete.
Yeah, definitely something weird that you look at and you wonder what's going on, but it's there. That the ruling on the field is what it is, and you have to play ball. You got to live with the ruling on the field. It is what it is.
And an interesting decision here, even with the long time remaining, they decided to do the actual kickoff instead of trying for an onside. That may change later down the road. And this will be returned by Lopez out to the 20, to the 25, breaks through a tackle to the 30. Gets taken down at the 29 officially, and that's where Pepper and company will start this next drive. Still 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter in a 17-point game for the Legion as they try to get their first win of Season 15. Lone Star trying to stay undefeated in Season 15 as they took out Arizona a week ago. But it is an uphill battle for them to try to continue that. Offset I formation for Vancouver. Pepper hands off. That's going to be Redford trying to break through. The shoestring tackle is good, and it will be a 1-yard loss. Get him to the 28-yard line at 2nd and 11.
And Vancouver definitely wants to ride this clock out. Happy to hand it to Redford there and just continue to milk the clock out.
Under center. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Quick throw. That's a catch and a great first down for the Legion. How about that? That'll get him down to the 44-yard line. A new set for Vancouver as they continue to take this clock away.
And that was Vancouver's 13th first down here in the ball game. Lone Star has 14, surprisingly even there in the first downs gained. But the clock is on Vancouver's side here. Lone Star is hoping for a stop.
You take a look there at Rich Pratchard. He is likely a very prime candidate for player of the game when this one is all said and done if things hold the way they are. Deep over the left side, tipped and incomplete, nearly an issue. But another one that finds its way to the turf. And it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Pepper a little too confident there, just trying to get his number one receiver some love. Now 10 targets on the day, but you got to be careful. That was almost costly and could have hurt your team.
Brett Killian, the intended target there, was not able to finish it on that side. 2nd and 10. Vancouver taking their sweet time. In no hurry. Not that the clock is running at the moment, but you can tell they're still in the driver's seat even with that touchdown. Offset for Pepper. And off left side, immediately gets taken down. That's good work. Make it 3rd and a few more as that one ends up being a loss of yardage. Rukin on the tackle for loss. Good work. It's 3rd and 13.
Yeah, I showed an immediate push. Was able to shove the tackle about 2 yards into the backfield immediately on the snap. Great work by Rukin there.
In the gun. Quick drop back, deep right side. That's a long bomb, and it's caught down towards the 23-yard line. They'll mark him at the 24. Vancouver into field goal position again, and guess who? It's Rich Pratchard one more time.
Just having a highlight day, just one for a career day for Rich Pratchard today.
Yeah.
And just 11 receptions, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, this is one of those kinds of games that you don't forget.
You circle this one, and probably this team in the future on the calendar as well, because maybe you can have a repeat performance next time, but Lone Star will be circling, and every team on the calendar for Vancouver will likely be circling Pratchard on the schedule, as this will be a 3-yard gainer for Redford. Not much more than that. Still only a 17-point game. It feels like a lot more than that, which is where the defense has come into play, because the Vancouver Legion defense has played exceptionally well in this game. And really, to the same point, so has Lone Stars. There's been a couple big plays that they've given up that they would like to correct, but for the most part, they've still played this Vancouver team pretty well, albeit the score's a little bit lopsided. It's never felt like they've been completely out of it on the defensive side of the ball. Handoff, Redford, not going to happen. Loss of yardage. And that's exactly what that is attributed to. There's a, nope, okay, he gets up, no big deal. Day was still on the ground, was wondering if he was going to get back up. And it remains with 4 minutes left, a 3rd and long for the Glory to try to continue this drive. Right side. There's 3 receivers over there for Pepper. Redford in the single back. Time ticking away. Looking to throw. Deep over the middle. That one's tipped by, I think, 2 different Lone Star players, and it will hit the turf. Not going to work. Safety's coming up to make the play. It is 4th and 10, and Vancouver will punt the ball away, it would seem. Lincoln Kingseed in the area knocks that one away. They will indeed try for 3 here from the 41-yard range. Try to tack on 3 more points from the left hash. Snap good. Hold good. Kick is up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. Add 3 more to the Legion's total to give them a 20-point advantage with 3 minutes and 32 seconds left. It's Rakowski adding another one. With that said, let's head back to SFL HQ and Cameron Irvine for another game break.
When you're done in Canada, Vegas and Carolina got plenty of game left. Late 3rd quarter, Vegas in the red zone. It is a tight one, 24-20 over the Skyhawks as Carolina tries to go 2-0. Back to Curtis, Stephen, and the crew in Canada.
Thank you very much, Cam. Yeah, tight one forming in that game. Plenty of time left in this one, but the things tightening up over there as this will be returned out to the 24-yard line. Lone Star back out on to the field. No reason you can't have both on. Broadcast alerts in the SFL Discord. I'll give you the link. Put us on one side and Carolina on the other, or Carolina Vegas on the other. That would not be an issue. You double the SFL action for absolutely nothing. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Fennec over the middle. That is incomplete. The outstretched arms of the receiver. Not enough to bring that one in. Liam Hammer, the intended target. 10 targets, only 4 receptions, Steven. It's been a bit of a rough day at the office for him for the most part.
Yeah. Sending him on that primary route, and Vancouver was definitely prepared. They did their homework on Liam Hammer this week, and he's had a tough game here today.
Couple of decent plays, but it's been fewer and farther between than I think the Lone Star faithful would like. 2nd and 10 for Fennec and company. Right side, caught, trying to drag the feet, and he does. It'll be a 3rd and 6 as Dave Axis brings that one home. And out to the 28-yard line they go.
I think Lone Star is just looking to build some timing, some rhythm as they try to work their way downfield, taking a little short route, trying to make it a manageable 3rd down. Look to move the chains here and keep the drive alive.
3rd and 6. Same formation. Quick drop back, pockets holding nicely, thrown right side. That one's tipped and intercepted. Back the other way comes Vancouver one more time. And wouldn't you know it, this time it's Drew Hamilton, the strong safety, who comes up to make the play. Fennec, another addition to his rough day at the office.
And Hamilton's been doing a good job cleaning up the box. This time able to play it off the tip and get the interception. And it's just been all Vancouver defense here today.
Yeah, they've played very, very well, and yet another addition onto that 4th interception on the day for Fennec. They're unable to shake the cobwebs, at least early. Defensive box moves as Vancouver has great field position. Redford with tons of room in front of him gets taken down from behind. And that is a real nice pursuit from Al Lewis, who has another tackle added to his repertoire, this time not for a loss, but he's had a couple of those as well.
And Lewis is having a really, really nice day. 3 sacks from the defensive tackle position, 4 tackles for a loss, just has steadily been in the face of Tom Pepper, wreaking havoc on the Legion offense.
Good effort, one of the bright spots for the Glory on defense in this football game. 2nd and 7. Offside eye formation, handoff. Redford going to try to fight through the hole and create his own, and that's not going to work. It'll be a 3rd and 7. Chat shout-outs at the twitch.tv/simulationfl. Lincoln Kingseed is in there. DB the King as well. The Rapid Raccoon. Louisiana Revolution, how's it going? Rackstack as well. Dave Axis, as mentioned. AJ Today Jackson. Bridge City Bird, welcome in. This is the whole bunch of the SFL faithful in the chat hanging out. Appreciate you guys chilling with us as we head to the 2-minute warning in this 4th quarter. Vancouver may or may not have it in the bag, but they will try to, well, they'll try to keep things offensively going towards that Lone Star end zone and getting this clock to tick, tick, tick away and get themselves in the win column for the first time in season 15. Lewis, as mentioned, one of the defensive standouts. There's been plenty of defensive standouts for the Legion as well, especially through the air. Pepper moves up in the pocket, throws, and the cross. That is a spin and a tackle, getting them a few, and Lone Star will take their first of 3 timeouts.
That looked like Salt Curtis.
Oh, yep, that is indeed. It is the backup, so that's fine. They indeed have decided that they are going to bring the backups in, so a completed pass for Salt. And they are going to attempt the field goal from here on 4th and 1. This time from the right hash. Kick is up and on the way from 37, and there are no issues with it. So make it 3 more points added in. 23-point game. Lone Star going to get the ball back with about 1:51 left as Rakowski adds another three-point attempt.
Yeah, I think Vancouver's got a really underappreciated quarterback duo there in Salt and Peppa, Curtis.
I like it. I like it. Well, at the same point, I mean, if something ever happens to Pepper, I mean, he's obviously going to be the quarterback of this team, but if something ever happens to Pepper, they've got somebody they can lean on at least. So at least there's that. That's good news for Vancouver faithful. But the real good news for Vancouver faithful as they work to return this back to the 25-yard line is they are going to get their first win of this season. This Vancouver team was a team that went very deep into the playoffs a season ago. They looked to try to get a return trip out of it, and they have to go through these good teams. And Lone Star is from a talent perspective, is a very good team. Still trying to figure it out as far as what team they need to be successful in this league. I mean, they're only 2 games into their existence as this franchise. really is starting to get going. But it's going to be a learning experience, no doubt. Fennec over the top left side, not going to be able to get it there. That's going to be incomplete. But Vancouver been around a little while. They're starting to figure it out and figure out a way to be consistent. And it's kind of fun to see, Stephen.
Yeah, it is one thing, for a new coaching staff, new franchise. I think it is one of those things. You're trying to find your personality. You're trying to find your go-to plays, and you just kind of got to find the pulse of your team. And I think that's what Lone Star is doing. They've seen some stuff week 1 that they were effective at. They're just trying to, they're struggling here week 2, but you can learn in your struggles as well. So I
Yep.
think Lone Star is going to come back week 3, and that they're going to be a better team because of this game.
The key is to learn in your victories as well as your defeats. And it always feels better to learn after you win. But this will be a knock on the chin. They'll try to work it out for next week's game, no doubt, as they get to a long third down. Things starting to kind of get to the end as we get to the last 100 seconds in Canada Field. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Fennec to throw. Crossing pattern that's caught. Get a couple of yards more forward. That'll give them a little more room. They might consider trying to go for this, but I doubt it. They might just consider to concede and punt it away. And there was a penalty on there as Mills goes down as well. Going to be inconsequential for the rest of this game, it seems like. 4th and 2, sorry. And they will indeed attempt to go for this, it looks like.
I like the message this sends. You don't give up.
Yep.
I like going for it.
Bennett to throw and gets to the outside of the first down and a couple more. So they do indeed get the 4th down conversion, and that will work out for the Glory on this part of it. Now they have to move forward again. Still over a minute 20 left in this football game. Fennec on the drop back deep over the middle. That one is tipped and intercepted once more. That'll add another interception to their total. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was Kyler Murray for the second time in this Drew Hamilton for the second time in this football game. 2 straight for him. And that'll give Vancouver the chance for the victory celebration with a couple of kneel downs using the last of Lone Star's timeouts.
Yeah, and the defense just really looking sharp. I think the score difference says, oh man, it was the offense, but it really was the defense for Vancouver today. They gave their offense the ability to score all the points. It was just great effort on both sides of the ball for Vancouver today.
And the victory formation on the field for the Legion. And that will be kneeled down. So Lone Star will take their first of their remaining timeouts. And don't look now, but a minute 9 to go. Vancouver going to walk away with a 1-1 after 2 weeks of play. That's exactly, and after the way last week ended in the game against Jacksonville, where they lost by so little. To come out and give this kind of effort, that gives a testament to what this team is about. Real good work from that perspective, as they continue to work their way and try to get back to where they were and even better in this season 15. Lone Star takes their last timeout. It'll be 3rd and 13. Expect this will be a run play to try to run it down a little bit more. But it seems like the Legion will have to punt it away. It looks like one more time potentially, depending on how they manage the clock.
And the punt will be okay if they do end up having to punt. It's going to leave Lone Star with essentially no time at all.
Yeah, and that's going to be the last kneel down. So that'll get us to under a minute. They will not have much time, as it does indeed say. Good stuff from Canada Field, home opener. Very good, respectable showing for the Vancouver Legion. Lone Star going to come out. I think they're going to try to come out better next time around, no doubt.
Oh, for sure. I see some of their players and coaches. They're not taking the loss the wrong way. They're all using it as motivation. It seems like they're all using it as a moment to reevaluate and go back to work, which is, to me, is one of the fun parts. Fort Worth lost our game last week, and we went right back into the office. We started scouting, simming, making sure that we were prepared for week 2, and it paid off. So, it's a week to week thing. 1 week, you just got to kind of take what you can from it and move on to the next one. And that's part of the fun as well. What did we do wrong? Well, let's scrap that and move on and make something better out of it. So
Absolutely.
Lone Star's going to be
Absolutely.
competitive. They're ready to go.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be fun. I mean, this season is still very, very young. Still 10 games left on the schedule. So Lone Star going to be in a spot where I think they still will have something to say. As they got the win in week 1, I think they'll have more to say come around the rest of this schedule, as Fennec will go to the left, hammer the intended target. Drew Hamilton again in the area. And that is an incompletion, 2nd and 10. So still 16 seconds left on the clock. Lone Star still slinging the ball, trying to get something done, even with the little time remaining. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, and in the gun. This will probably be the second to last play of this game, depending on how long it takes. Looks to throw. Left side, that's caught towards the sideline, stepping out of bounds and stopping that clock with 10 seconds to go is the receiver, Adam Williams, the tight end.
Yeah, just who? You know, I was coming in thinking maybe Dave Axis was going to have a big game, but quietly here again, you know, Williams is just continuing to be effective against Vancouver. I think that's definitely something that Lone Star is going to consider moving forward. He's looked really sharp here today. He's shown no reason not to continue feeding him targets.
Vancouver was able to bottle up the duo that was Ike McBride and Collier. Not able to let them get going. Fennec to throw in the gun, moves up in the pocket and gets taken down. The sack is probably going to be the last song in this football game as they scramble to get back together, and that is going to end this football contest. 30-7, the Legion come up with the victory over the Lone Star Glory. Stephen Hacker, your post-game thoughts before we wrap it up.
Man, I thought Vancouver on defense looked really sharp. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody in their defensive secondary ends up with Player of the Week and they're take home that honor again. But you know, Lone Star looked crisp, I thought, in certain aspects of the game. But it was definitely evident today that, you know, Vancouver came out prepared for what Lone Star was going to put out on the field. And overall, I felt like Lone Star did a really good job slowing down Robert Redford. You know, it was the defense just kept setting up Pepper and this Legion offense, and it's hard to come back against that whenever, you know, you're just constantly kind of giving the ball up and you go out, you're trying to fight back, and you give the ball back up, and it's a tough cycle to get caught up in.
Yeah, very, very good day from Rich Pratchard. 2 touchdowns, 225 through the air in receiving yards. I expect that's my pick for player of the game. Do you concur, Steven, or do you think it's going somewhere else?
Oh, Rich Pratchard, easily the highlight player of this game. I mean, just dominated every time he touched the ball. Had that huge breakaway play where he broke the tackle and shook a defender on his way to the end zone. It was just a phenomenal day for him. Congratulations, Rich. I definitely player of the game here today.
That's good stuff. You saw that play right there. That was really the one that you were talking about, the couple of moves and then nothing but green in front of him all the way to the star paint for the Vancouver Legion. Good day from Tom Pepper. He got into a rhythm fairly quickly. Brett Killian had a couple of nice catches. You saw those happen pretty early on. He didn't really have much of an impact in the second half, but he wasn't really needed to. Redford didn't have a huge impact, but again, it wasn't really needed. It was Tom Pepper. He put the ball where it needed to go, and the defense did the rest, and it was a lot of fun to watch. So that is good stuff. Your player of the game is Rich Pratchard. Mine is Rich Pratchard. We'd love to see your guys' in the chat as well. Probably going to be where it ends up, but you never know. Don't forget, there is one other game going on right now. It is Carolina and Vegas over on YouTube. Get over to our broadcast alerts channel on our Discord server, and you can get the link to that right there, or search Simulationfl on YouTube. That'll take you to the live broadcast there.
117 for Williams.
Yeah.
Big day for Williams.
And of course, you talk about big days. You have to talk about you had Jugan Rukin with a couple of plays. Al Lewis had a really good defensive day as well. As you get to our player of the game, which is indeed Rich Pratchard, 225, 2 touchdowns on 10 receptions. So good stuff. Thank you very much from everybody here at the Simulation Football League. For Stephen Hacker, for Cameron Irvine, and all our statisticians and production crew, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night. We will see you later this week for more Week 2 action. Have a good one.